Celeste. I have lost 100 pounds over the last 2 years, all naturally through diet, exercise, and going to therapy. There's nothing wrong with needing help sometimes and needing advice. And just these super cute, flared at the bottom leggings. When I'm in nature, I can honestly clear my head so much easier and quicker. Regarding court and everything, I can't go into full details right now about it because it's still ongoing. Love these Oikos 000 yogurt. They are so good. I felt like I had to defend myself. I felt like I had to clear the air and just say what was on my mind, because how I was treated, I genuinely felt attacked. So I did message her. I just said, you know, what's going on? What's your problem with me? A lot I want to talk to you guys about today. This vlog is going to be very yappified. You're okay with that? Grab a snack, grab a drink, get comfy, get cozy, or maybe work on some work that you have been putting off while we yap together. I'm Celeste. I have lost 100 pounds over the last 2 years, all naturally through diet, exercise, and going to therapy. My channel and my space that I create over here with you guys, if you ever need advice or anything like that, definitely leave it in the comments below and we can just share, you know, life experiences. There's nothing wrong with needing help sometimes and needing advice. We'll get into that later, but like I said, for now, let's go ahead and go on our bike ride. The weather has been beautiful lately. You guys, maybe what I'm wearing today, it's nothing crazy. It's just a tank top and these really cute flare leggings. I've had these since I was around 150 pounds and they still fit me pretty good, other than the waistband. That's a problem that I have a lot with my clothing, is the waistband will not fit. It will be so big, but my thighs, like I said last video, I am a little bit thicker on the bottom half of me. I do have a kind of like a pear and a half hourglass body shape after losing a lot of weight. Just one of these really cute tank tops from Walmart. Again, I have black. This one's like my favorite color, honestly, and then I have the green one, and just these super cute flared at the bottom leggings. So I think we're gonna go ahead, go on our bike ride. I might get some cute footage around the neighborhood, just taking you guys with me, having a good day in the whatever today is, cloudy, partly sunny day. And it's super windy out here today. I am just getting our bikes from the back of the house and we're gonna go on a really cute bike ride.
It's been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only go like once. Life moves fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want.
My hair is not cooperating with me at all today. It honestly feels really good to even just be outside and enjoy this beautiful end of March weather. I might stay out here for a little bit longer. I feel like when I'm in nature, I can honestly clear my head so much easier and quicker and just connect with myself on a deeper level. That is something I have been trying to do a lot more lately. I have journaled since I was honestly like a little girl. I pick it up and put it down sometimes, but when I find myself in like a really dark mental space, journaling really does help me say the things that might not come out right with actual verbal words. I'm able to just express it through writing. And I think creativity in that way is just such a beautiful experience because you're able to kind of like manifest all these negative emotions that you have and put it down on paper. In therapy, my therapist actually told me to write a letter to my abuser when I was, and trigger warning, I have mentioned this before in a separate video, but it has come back up again, and that's what I want to talk about a little bit later, just regarding court and everything. I can't go into full details right now about it because it's still ongoing, but I literally go in the morning, so you guys are probably going to see this the day of or day after, and I'm definitely going to make a video of, you know, my experience, you know, through that. Like I said, I'm not going to go into full detail, but kind of just talk about it, reflect on it, and everything like that. But that's something that really did help me a while ago, was writing a letter to my abuser when I was sexually assaulted and my therapist told me I can either burn it, bury it, or just keep it in my journal. I did that about a year ago, and it was when I was in the literal depths of my weight loss journey, and I was kind of like plateauing, and I was kind of not sure what I was going to do next and where I was going to go from there. I was kind of just getting really confused. This one is diabolical, but I was just, I think, in a really confusing state in that moment, and I did ultimately write that letter. It was a couple pages long. I wrote a lot of things that I've never said to anybody, a lot of things that I probably will never tell anybody. I just felt comfortable enough to put it on paper, and I ultimately did burn that letter. It was really freeing, it was releasing, and I think since then, my mindset on that specific trauma is so different. I didn't bury it within myself. I'm obviously still a very strong advocate, and I still feel those traumatic, feelings, honestly, on a day-to-day basis, but I think burning it, in a sense, has helped me come to terms with it. I think that's the best way to put it. I've come to terms with what happened to me, with what unfortunately happens to a lot of women, a lot of girls, and I just want to, extend my hands, my heart and soul to anybody else that has ever experienced something that I experienced as well, especially when it involves family members like it does in my story. It's really hard to deal with. Back home now, I did go ahead and get me a yogurt. I love these Oikos 000 yogurt. They are so good. 90 calories, no added sugars, and 15 grams of protein. So I did just get the strawberry with some honey in there. I absolutely love adding honey to all of my food, to be honest with you. And I did also make a lemonade element water. I absolutely love the brand Element when I'm on my period and I am doing like strenuous workouts. I honestly will take an Element with me to the gym, and it really does help me. So definitely recommend trying some Element electrolytes. And let's go ahead and talk about some things. We're gonna yap, we're gonna vent to each other. And like I always say, if you need to vent or talk about something, leave it in the comments below, and girly, we can chat about it. It's fine. We can vent to each other. The first thing I do want to talk about is a situation that happened on social media yesterday, specifically Facebook, in a Facebook fitness group. So I am in a couple of different fitness Facebook groups. One of them I do post on pretty regularly. It's mostly for women, so I just feel more comfortable posting like videos of my body and just stuff like that over there. It's supposed to be a group where women feel comfortable to post about their fitness journey and talk about it, ask questions, get or give advice, and just other stuff like that. So much to start the story. Yesterday morning, I did take a video of what my stomach looked like when I wake up. If you are new here or just new to my channel and me in general, after losing 100 pounds, I struggle with loose skin a lot. And sometimes, that does get the better of me. Like I said, I have been struggling a lot lately with just mental health and, body dysmorphia, and kind of dealing with, all of those thoughts and feelings that do come up, especially after losing a huge amount of weight like I have. So I got very triggered. I don't think maybe I handled the situation correctly, but at the end of the day, I felt like I had to defend myself. I felt like I had to clear the air and just say what was on my mind, because how I was treated and how this woman on Facebook came at me was just very, in my opinion, psychotic, very disturbing, and just overall it just didn't give a good energy whatsoever. I posted this video, like I said, it was just me showing my stomach in the morning, talking about this is my loose skin after losing 100 pounds. I have been dealing with body dysmorphia. I am trying to give my body grace because it's gotten me through very hard times in my life, and hopefully, beautiful, wonderful moments in the future now that I'm getting my health back. And, all the comments at first were great, but I uploaded that in the afternoon time and went to the gym, later that evening. So, after a couple of hours in the gym, I get back on my phone in the car, And I look at my comments because there were literally like 15 plus comments, but it was all from the same woman. So I was like, what's going on here? And I look at the comments, and this woman is absolutely blasting me, you know, spreading rumors, telling lies, creating false narratives, saying that I have had surgery, I've had a tummy tuck, or I've had liposuction or skin removal surgery. And I will just, you know, beat that dead horse right now. I have never had any cosmetic surgeries or any surgeries whatsoever. All of my weight, I have lost it naturally. I have never taken a GLP-1. I have never gotten any sort of tummy tuck or any work done on my body whatsoever. I would love to get skin removal surgery one day from professionals that I've went and talked to, like consultations for skin removal surgery or for, you know, different cryotherapies and stuff like that. They think that I am perfect on the journey that I'm on, staying consistent in the gym, staying consistent with nutrition, and my loose skin. Since I am so young, I should be able to tighten that and do everything naturally. Because in this instance, I posted in this group anonymously. Sometimes I do post anonymously, other times I post on my actual profile. But yesterday morning, I did want to post anonymously because sometimes I just want to hear people's raw advice to, you know, a stranger on the internet, whether that's good or bad. But this woman, I think she just took it way too far, and it genuinely felt personal. She said she had videos of my befores and she can see my surgery scars and just a bunch of things like that I was going back in and deleting videos on my profile. She knew who I really was. She was gonna release my identity, and she was threatening other members in this group. Me personally, I have little to none before photos. When I was my biggest, I didn't let anybody take photos, and I didn't take photos of me whatsoever. I genuinely felt attacked, so I did message her. I just said, you know, what's going on? What's your problem with me? Like, you don't know me personally whatsoever. You've seen a couple of my posts. From what you're saying, you know my real identity. And you know, you should know, like, I've never had surgery. I'm very open and honest about my weight loss journey, especially on, you know, Facebook and social media in general. I've always been open and honest about my journey and, you know, the ugly side of losing a large amount of weight, which is the loose skin that you are left with. And it was just, she just went absolutely crazy, and I just felt disrespected. So when I got home from the gym, I did make a video and I posted it in the same group, but with my profile. And I'm so grateful that I had so many women backing me up as well. But I also do think I need to work on, you know, not letting people on the internet trigger me to that point, because I know my story. I know my journey, and I know that I've been completely 100% open and honest about my weight loss journey and just my lifestyle in general. It was just crazy. Like, my head is all over the place thinking about this again, because it genuinely took me by surprise. And throughout my journey, multiple times I have had people tell me that, like, I'm lying, or, you know, my stomach doesn't really look like that. It saddens me to know that other women especially are out there, you know, using every opportunity to put you and your body and your story down, especially when it involves weight loss, or you might have results that they want that they haven't achieved yet. Or, you know, you might have your life and your journey all figured out and they might not. And it was really giving, like, envious and jealousy and just really bitter energy. So I did delete both of the posts, and I'm just ready to move on from it. It just really depresses me that other women can just be that vile and harassing me for literally just sharing my true, authentic story on social media. It was just absolutely crazy. But being on social media, you know, things like that, they're gonna happen. You're gonna have rumors started about you. You're gonna have people that hate you no matter what you do, what you say. And really, all I'm gonna take from this is just don't let people on the internet trigger you to that point again. And also, I'm just really trying to stay confident in my story, in my body, and not letting somebody else's opinions or words really get the best of me. and make me second guess my own journey. And after she left all these comments, keep in mind, people were also commenting under her post saying, yeah, I knew this was fake. I know she's lying, and like, you know, what's your proof? And it's so easy, especially on social media, when one person says one thing or creates a rumor or a false narrative, it is so easy for other people to fall in line and continue with that rumor and false narrative to where you can't even have a voice anymore. So that's why when I got home, I made that video. I said, no, this is not allowed. I'm not going to tolerate this kind of bullshit, especially coming from someone who has been so open and honest about their weight loss journey and everything. I'm not going to tolerate somebody literally degrading me, degrading my story, and calling me a liar. Shit like that I will not tolerate. And the second thing that I do want to talk about just a little bit is I have court in the morning. So today is the 29th of March. I do have it in the morning. Tomorrow will be Monday, March 30th. We have 2 more days of March left, and honestly, I cannot wait to move on from this month. I'm honestly just ready for the energy that April has, and I cannot wait for spring, like I said earlier, to just be in full effect. I can't wait for just a lot of the really fun things that I have planned. This has been something that has been on my mind, honestly, for a while now, and I am not looking forward to going in the morning whatsoever. I do have court at 8:30 in the morning, and it is revolving around a family member, more, you know, considerably my sister. Now, like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail because it is literally still ongoing, and I think as time passes, I will feel more comfortable talking about this, but I honestly feel really stressed out. I'm feeling really distraught. I'm feeling really emotional. I'm feeling scared. I'm feeling frustrated. I mean, I'm feeling the whole book of negative emotions. I'm really trying to continuing to take care of myself today, because I think having something like this happen and having to go testify against a literal family member, it's just really overwhelming. So I think, you know, doing things for myself today, you know, getting outside like I did earlier really did help me, and I think just having a really chill day today is going to help me a lot. I'm actually about to start recording some gameplay for my second channel, so just doing things that I love to do today and kind of still, you know, staying in my routine and everything like that. I think it's really going to help me, but I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because, you know, this is something that I am experiencing. It's something that I'm going through and dealing with, and I think it's important to shed light on sometimes people don't have the best family dynamics. And, you know, something that I was telling my therapist, you know, every session we have, I think I've talked about this, is just coming from a narcissistic, edging on abusive family. I cannot wait until the day that I start my own so I can end all of these generational cycles. And honestly, it's really disheartening that, you know, I don't have a sister to turn to. I'm not going to go into too much detail with that. But it's just a lot of really bad history. And I'm ready for this to all be over. I hope tomorrow I can get this whole thing settled and finally be done with this and really try to move on with my life and pick up the pieces and just try to be the best person that I can be for myself as a young woman. And hopefully, you know, if you're watching this having issues with your family, or, you know, just going through the life motions of being a young woman, just know that I am here for you. I understand, and my comment section is always open if you need someone to talk to. At my age, I will be 23 in 2 months. So at my age, I would love to have a sister. I would love to, you know, share certain parts of my life with my sister, but that's just not going to happen with me. And it's I think part of my life that I have to accept I think a lot of times as human beings have this life experience and we go through things as like learning opportunities, and I'm trying to see every situation I go through in that light because it helps me mentally like keep going. You know, this is a message to myself: never give up. Don't listen to what other people say about your journey, because you know your journey and you know your story more than anybody. There are still going to be people that pick apart every little thing you do and say, pick apart your body, make you not feel good enough still, and still make you try to hate your own body that you've worked so hard for. And also just keep your head up for in the morning. I also really want to do my lash clusters again. I would love to do that in a little bit. I think that would make me feel really good. So also, you guys, I have been watching a lot of stuff regarding the Duggar family. If you don't know who the Duggar family is, definitely go look them up on YouTube and watch a couple of deep dives, because you will be mind blown on just the things that has been happening lately. I have been watching a lot of podcasts, especially the ones that these sisters do in the family, and honestly, I love the sisters so much. I remember watching the family on TV, you know, when I was growing up, my parents would watch this show, so I just remember seeing them and just hearing their names and hearing their stories and everything, and it's just a really crazy situation. I think the more that comes out, justice will be brought to the victims in this situation. And obviously my cut is still so new. I literally started it 2 days ago, but it is going really well. I'm really happy about that. And honestly, today I'm not having a bad mental health day. I'm not having a bad body dysmorphia day. I'm honestly feeling pretty good. I'm feeling really strong. I am sore from yesterday because on the leg press I can push 180 pounds, and honestly I am so proud of that. I am really progressing in the gym. Literally every week I'm going up in weight, or I can do more reps, and I'm just really focusing on progressive overload right now. I'm doing it again, you guys. I'm procrastinating, but I just want to take this time to kind of relax. I am feeling pretty sore, like I said, from the gym yesterday. I am trying to push my body every single week and, you know, just see progress and everything, and do my best to build muscle. But sometimes when you're pushing yourself and you're doing higher weight, you're gonna get sore, and it's normal. Should you feel sore every single workout? You don't have to be sore to have had a good workout. It's just sometimes when you have taken a couple days off, or if you're lifting heavier, yes, you're gonna be sore. Here, what are you doing? Huh? You gonna sit with me? This is my best friend, you guys. She is such a beautiful baby. But yeah, anyways, like I said, I do have court in the morning, but after that, I am gonna try to go to the gym later tomorrow night. I do have a dance class, so I might do another vlog tomorrow and kind of show you guys why I love going to dance class on Monday nights. It is just so fun. The energy is electric, and genuinely, it just makes me feel so much better. So I think that would be a lot of fun for tomorrow. And something I've also been struggling with lately is dinner plans. Like, I feel like I have had these same dinner plans for months now, and I'm a girl that when I find like a recipe, or like, you know, something high protein or something healthy that I like, that fits my nutrition goals and it's good, like I will eat it all the time until I'm tired of it, and then never want to eat it for like months and months until all of a sudden I want that food again. But I have literally gone through all of these recipes that I've had on my rotation so many times now. I dread making dinner because I just want something different. Definitely think I need to get the hell out of my bed. I need to stop procrastinating, stop being a couch potato. I think I'm going to to put some music on, maybe journal for a little bit, another video for my second channel. I cannot wait to get back into all of my videos over there. It's gonna be so fun, and I just can't wait to see some of you over there too. You guys, I'm gonna be so honest right now. Something I struggle with also so much is picking at my skin. If you don't know, I do have an autoimmune skin disorder, hidradenitis suppurativa, and that affects my day-to-day life. I will pick and pick and pick, and that's how I have most of my acne scars on my body, is because my autoimmune skin disorder attacks my body more than it does my face. My face is more just like hormonal acne and like little whiteheads here and there, and I'll pick them too. So it's just something us girls deal with. I'm sure all of the girls out there know the struggle too. Same place we were this morning. I am on a walk with my baby girl, and I have had, honestly you guys, the best 2 days in a while. I think I am finally out of this depression, and I couldn't be happier. My hair is so crazy. I'm so sorry. It's still really windy. Bear with me here, but earlier I was feeling pretty stressed out, pretty discouraged for court in the morning, and honestly at this very moment I'm feeling ready. I feel ready to get this done and over with. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to do bigger and better things and stay consistent with other things and give other things my energy and time and dedication. And I do want to read you guys my horoscope a little bit later when I get home. I read it already and it really resonated with me, and I really hope I can make it come to fruition because I deserve this, and I just can't wait to see what April and all the rest of the months this year has to hold for me. But yeah, I am just spending more time outside. Like I said earlier, spending time outside honestly helps me more than anything. I've always been a nature girl. Even when I was little, I was always outside playing in the creek and stuff like that. I did grow up in North Carolina, but I did move to Florida when I was like 13, so she's so gorgeous. The wind today, you guys, is unforgivable. It is almost golden hour, you guys. It feels so nice outside, but I do want to read you guys my horoscope. I was telling you guys this earlier. I am a horoscope girly. I'm a tarot card girly. So the one that I usually read every morning or every week, whatever they put out, is Refinery 29. Baby, I'm a Taurus. So we are going to read my week's horoscope from, it says March 29th to April 4th. I read this already, you guys, and I honestly feel blown away. I am going to manifest this to actually come true for me. But we started out with, it says, Taurus, are you ready to step into your glow up era? Venus enters your sign on March 30th, and for the next 4 weeks, you're in the main character energy in the most effortless way. There's something about this transit that brings you back to yourself, your body, your desires, your pace. You may feel more attractive, more in tune with your body, less willing to settle for anything that does not feel aligned. This is a powerful time to invest in yourself. And yes, this can absolutely translate into money and opportunities flowing to you more easily. But the key is that you're no longer chasing them from a place of lack. You're attracting them from a place of embodiment. On April 1st, the full moon in Libra lights up your work, routine, and wellness zone, bringing your daily life into focus. The full moon can bring a moment of realization where you can clearly see what needs to shift to feel more harmonious. Her energy reminds us that balance is not something you stumble upon, it's something that you actively create. This week gives you awareness to start doing exactly that. I feel that horoscope, honestly, so much. I am finally getting out of this depression that I have been stuck in for not only weeks, but months, and I feel like even years. I feel like my energy right now and lately, I am stepping into a whole new just karmic cycle and life path, and I'm just really excited for what's coming to me. and I'm gonna manifest so many things for me this year, because this is my year, this is your year, this is all of our years, as long as we speak all of that into existence.